Okay, let's check out another technique in one-point perspective. So again, you're doing this on your good copy paper, or you can practice it first in your sketchbook. There's my horizon line. Let's say my vanishing point is over here this time. And let's say that I'd like to create a fence. Perhaps it's on a bridge. So let's go ahead and first make the bridge. So for the bridge, or maybe it's like a boardwalk, I'm going to go ahead and make almost like you would make a road. And now I'm going to make the slabs on the bridge. So what I mean by that is if it was a wooden bridge, you would see the wooden planks. So it's done the exact same way that you do a sidewalk. It's just only within one section instead of the two sides, and it's going to have the same principle that as it gets closer to the vanishing point, the distance between these lines is going to get closer together. And you can see I'm making these lines horizontal, parallel to my horizon line, not on an angle. If it doesn't look right, you've probably made your lines on an angle. So another reason why it's important to draw light so that you can erase those. All right, so I'm almost finished my boardwalk, let's say. All right, and let's go ahead and create a fence. So in order to create a fence, we're going to create the top edge of the fence first. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line that goes outside of my bridge. So watch first so you can see how to do this. So here I go, I've created that line. Now this is going to be the top edge of my fence. So I need to now make the pillars, or the whatever you want to call them, the iron posts in between each section of the fence. So you're going to make vertical lines going down. Now you can actually use the sidewalk slabs or the boardwalk slabs that you already created if you want, and just go ahead and make vertical lines coming up from each of those. And that way we can sort of use the consistency of the lines we've already created, and because we're using these lines, they're getting smaller as they get further away, because that's how we drew the boardwalk. And that's basically how to create a fence or some sort of gate along the edge of a sidewalk or a road. And then you could continue the fence down here if you wanted. We can't see the bottom part of the boardwalk, but we know it's still there. And these are the tops of the fence. Now, if you wanted it to be a fence where it's kind of like every other one is wood and then every other one is an in-between, you would erase every other top line. So this piece is wood, and you can even draw some like wood grain on it to add some of that texture on every other one. And by doing that, we can see that these guys are the in-betweens. So we wouldn't necessarily have a plank there. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to create some sort of bar that connects all of these, because they wouldn't just be standing independently. I'm just putting the texture lines in so I know which tops to erase. So the texture lines are going in every other one. And it's going to get harder to get the details at the back there, but that's okay. Just do your best. All right, so there's my fence lining my boardwalk, and now I want to make the connector pieces that are going to be somewhere in the halfway point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my ruler to my vanishing point, and I'm just going to go ahead and draw a line in between each of the fence posts. A line there, here. I haven't moved my ruler, I'm still connected to my vanishing point. So this is all along one line, similar to how we did the top of the fence. And now I'm going to move my ruler down just a little bit because I want this to look almost like a rod. So I'm going to go ahead and draw another line here. And at the back, the lines are just going to kind of merge together. And there I've created my fence posts. So I've got a boardwalk with a fence on this side. And yeah, that's it.